What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I have a very easy, fun make eye look for you guys today. I do get a lot of questions on how to do a smoky eye. So I broke it down as easy as I possibly can. I think that this is probably the easiest way to get a nice dark smoky eye without using too many products to make it like really complicated. The only thing that's probably going to be a little bit complicated is the wing that I did, but that's something you guys can skip over. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I threw in there just because I just wanted to do something different. Instead of the typical, smoky eye and that's it with black liner or no liner, I figured I would just throw in some gold to make it a little bit more fun. So I go in depth on how to do the smoky eye as well as how to blend out the eyeshadow really well so that it's nice and seamless. I show you guys what kind of technique I use on myself as well as my clients and when I'm teaching somebody. It's very easy. I know it might seem overwhelming, but if you take your time with it, it will come out as professional. Sorry, guys. As professional as possible. So sorry about that. So yes, let me know how I did. If you guys want to see an in-depth video on eyeliner and how to apply it, let me know. But yeah, I will stop talking and I'll let you guys enjoy the video. So see you in a little bit. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes as usual. I am using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. And I am going to put that all over my eyelid and bring it all the way up to the brow bone. Next, I am going to take the color China White on a MAC 252, and I am going to highlight the brow bone as usual, and also set my eyelids. This is very easy, very quick. I know like some of us here on YouTube will be like, oh yeah, it's very quick, very easy, very simple, but I know for a lot of people it's not as simple. But in all honesty, this is such an easy eye look. Anybody can do it. The only thing I would say that would give somebody trouble is the liner, which is just typical because everybody struggles with it, including me. So I'm going to take the color Courtney, which is a beautiful transition color. And I am going to rub that into my crease, and I'm bringing it down from the outer corner like that and all the way into the inner corner. So all around like a big C. So in and out. This is one good way to really practice your blending. This is how I learned doing smoky eyes, like deep dark smoky eyes like this. That's how I really like learned how to perfect the blending part. And then we're gonna buff, because you want everything to be well blended. Buff. So when I say buff, I kind of go like around in circles as I'm doing the C-shape motion around my eye. And that's going to really buff it out and take away those harsh edges or, any lines of demarcation or anything like that. So just, you want to make sure you're doing this correctly. And like that, you don't have to spend so much time blending and blending and blending and blending, going back and forth. If you kind of buff it out as you're blending, then that kind of skips that extra step. So I'm not putting it all over my eye. It looks like it. I'm not even barely putting product. I'm just kind of, I feel like it helps the blending process when blending out any other dark colors on the lid. I'm going to take another brush. This is by the way, this is one of like my favorite blending brushes. It's got like a little end where it has, excuse me, an angled part, and then it has a kind of like a chiseled blending brush or a tip, or I don't even know what you would call that. That's what it looks like. This is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number. I've had it for so many years and it has not failed me. So I like to use that to either really define my outer part or my crease, or I'll use it to blend out the under eye like I'm doing now. We're gonna go on in with a shader brush. This is a MAC 239, one of my favorite shader brushes. And then we're gonna go in with a, I don't know, I feel like this color is like a purple, a really dark brown purplish color. But then when it's on the lid, it actually looks like really, really brown. But I don't know. I'm going to call it dark brown anyways. It's called Vanity. And I'm going to really press hard and really make sure I saturate the brush. Because you can do this smoky eye. There's so many ways to do a smoky eye. You really just have to find what is easier for you and quicker for you. And a lot of people lay down and I do it too. They lay down like a darker base so that the colors can stick, or so that the darker colors will be nice and pigmented and it'll show up a little bit better. But with these shadows, with this palette, I find that I don't have to do that. I can just go right in, really saturate my brush, make it look like that, and then just press like very firmly on the lid. So I make sure you tap off a lot of that excess, like, because that's how you're going to avoid the fallout. As you can see, I did all my foundation. I did everything. And it would really suck if I get any kind of fallout. So you really have to be careful. So again, I am pressing very firmly, really close to the lash line and all over the lid. Now I'm not going any higher than just under my crease, because once we start the blending, if you apply too much product up here, then it's gonna look very, very raccoonish. You're gonna look like a little panda. So just stay as low as you can, not too low but not too high neither. And then later on, if you feel like once you're done with the blending part, then you can go back in and deepen up whatever parts you feel like you need to deepen up. So now on a MAC 217, I knew that. Absolutely no product on this brush. I am going in to the black part and I am going to blend out the harsh edges of that the brown. And I'm using that same technique that I was using for my transition color, except I'm on the actual lid. I'm not directly like above the crease yet. I am going to take a Sigma E30 and just press a little bit of that Vanity color onto the tip, and I am going to bring that down to the lower lash line. And now I'm going to go back in with that Morphe brush, dip it into Courtney, tap off that excess, and blend that out a little bit better. Now I'm going to take one of my favorite liners. This is Costa Riche by MAC. And I am going to put that into the waterline. And I'm also going to rub it in between my lashes, because you want to make sure it's nice and dark and there's no like pieces of I guess flesh colors poking through. If you've always wanted to tight line but it's too hard, the best way to do it is to hold it on the outer edge of your eye, close, and go in. It tickles way too much for me if I were to leave my eye open. Now I'm going to go back in with that same 217 brush. Last time, you remember, I didn't use it with any product. I just blended out everything. But I'm going to put a little bit of Courtney in that, on that, and very little bit. And I'm just going to blend it out just because I want it to show a little bit more. So now is the perfect time for you to go back in and apply more of the dark brown, whatever color you're going to use on your lid, and press it onto any patchy areas if you had it, if you do end up having any. Because I am going in with the liner. Now I love these little eyeliners by NYX. This is the Studio Liquid liners, and the shade is called, I don't really know if it has a shade. It's a pretty gold. Of course, it's on my eye. Okay, it's called Extreme Gold. Now, I love these, but I feel like I do have to go over my liner a couple of times before I get the pigmentation that I need. That's the only thing. Now, I don't know if it's because of the applicator or the actual, you know, formulation of the product, but I'm going to go in, trace out everything, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to go over it again. I'm going to show you this part as much as I can. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let that dry and go over it one more time, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys what it looks like. So I'll be right back. I am going to use Jeffree Star's. I mean, I felt, why not, since I'm using the Beauty Killer palette, why not, right? So I'm just gonna highlight that inner corner, and I figured I use this color since we're doing the gold eyeliner. We can do. All right, and now for lips. My shirt is like all over the place. I am going to use the color Arrowhead. It's a matte color. It's like a pinkish nude or a lilac-y nude. I don't know. It's more pink. And I'm going to use the color Strip Down. And now with lipstick. Go over that just a little bit. I picked up I picked up one of the Morphe lip creams, lip polish, and mine's is in the shade, I don't even know what shade it is. It's called Blush. I just want a little bit of a glossy shine on it. So I'm just gonna take a little, pop some right there. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I hope I explained it pretty easy. Trust me when I say this eye look, if it wasn't for the video, it probably would have took me like about a good 10 minutes to complete the whole thing with the liner and with the lashes. No lie, I would have just did it, knocked it out in 1, 2, 3. It's really simple, really easy. So go out and get yourself a really pretty like deep dark brown or any color you want to use, or whatever you have in your collection, and try it out and let me know if it was as easy as I made it seem. We shall see. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. If you want me to do an in-depth eyeliner video, I will do that, but only if anybody out there wants to see it. I don't think I've ever done one. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever done one. Yeah, so if you guys want to see one, just let me know, and I'll get that video up for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, anything, you know what to do, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.